This year's Roland Garros has been absolutely insane, and if you told tennis fans a few weeks ago that we'd end up with this final, most people probably would have laughed and said there was no chance. Seriously, think about it. Coming into the tournament, everybody was talking about the usual names: Jannik Sinner, Novak Djokovic, Carlos Alcaraz. Those were the guys people expected to be fighting for the trophy. But somehow, one upset after another completely flipped the tournament upside down. And now we're left with one of the most unexpected Grand Slam finals we've seen in years. Alexander Zverev versus Flavio Cobolli. One of them is about to win the first Grand Slam title of their career. And honestly, that's what makes this so interesting. Because for Zverev, this feels like the opportunity he's been waiting for his entire life. This guy has been knocking on the door for years. He's reached multiple Grand Slam finals before, but every single time, something got in the way. Whether it was pressure, injuries, or simply running into a better player on the day, he always left empty-handed. Now, here he is again. Another final. Another chance. And maybe his best chance ever. Because let's be honest, opportunities like this don't come around often. The biggest names are gone. The path is open. The trophy is right there. All he has to do is reach out and grab it. But if you've watched sports long enough, you know that's usually when things get dangerous. Because pressure does funny things to people. The more something means to you, the harder it can become to actually achieve it. And that's where Flavio Cobolli enters the story. Now, if you're a casual tennis fan, a few weeks ago, you might not have known much about Cobolli. Today, the entire tennis world knows who he is. The Italian has put together the tournament of his life and somehow found himself standing one match away from tennis immortality. He reached his first Grand Slam final after an incredible run through the draw and now has a chance to complete one of the biggest breakthrough stories of the year. And here's the scary part for Zverev. Cobolli has absolutely nothing to lose. Think about it. Nobody expected him to be here. Nobody picked him to win the tournament. Nobody was putting him in the same conversation as the favorites before Roland Garros started. When you're in that position, you can play free. You can swing big. You can take risks. You can enjoy the moment. Meanwhile, every single person watching is wondering if this is finally Zverev's time. That's a lot of pressure to carry. Real quick, if you're enjoying this breakdown, hit that like button and subscribe because we're covering the biggest sports and celebrity stories every single day, and trust me, some of these stories get crazier as they develop. Now, here's what makes this matchup even more fascinating. On paper, Zverev should probably be the favorite. He's more experienced. He's been here before. And he holds a 3-1 head-to-head advantage over Cobolli. But sports aren't played on paper. If they were, we wouldn't watch. Nobody expected the bracket to fall apart the way it did. Nobody expected so many favorites to disappear. Nobody expected Cobolli to be standing here. And yet, here we are. That's why tennis fans love Grand Slams. You never know when a new star is about to arrive. And, honestly, Roland Garros 2026 has felt like the beginning of a new chapter. We've seen surprises. We've seen upsets. We've seen young players announce themselves to the world. Now, everything comes down to one final match. For Zverev, this could finally be the moment that changes how people remember his career forever. Imagine spending years hearing people say you're one of the best players to never win a Grand Slam. Imagine coming close again and again. Imagine losing final after final. Then suddenly, the door opens one more time. That's what this match represents. Legacy, redemption, validation. But Cobolli is trying to write his own story. And sometimes sports creates heroes when nobody expects it. The funny thing is, a few years from now, people might look back at this tournament and say this was the moment everything changed for one of these players. Either Zverev finally gets the monkey off his back and wins the title that has haunted him for years, or Cobolli completes one of the most shocking Grand Slam runs we've seen in recent memory. Either way, somebody is leaving Paris with their first major trophy. And that's what makes this final so special. It's not just about who wins. It's about who becomes a champion. So now I want to hear from you guys. Do you think Alexander Zverev finally gets his first Grand Slam title? Or do you think Flavio Cobolli pulls off the upset and shocks the tennis world? Drop your prediction in the comments below. And if you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, subscribe, and turn on notifications so you never miss the next big sports story. Because something tells me Roland Garros isn't done giving us surprises just yet.